Hey guys, what's up? James here from Embark, and today I'm going to talk to you about how the rich stay rich. So only 8.5% of millionaires have fully inherited their wealth. The vast majority have actually created their wealth, despite the media narrative that they all just inherited it and then hoard it for the next generation. So how do they create their wealth and how do they keep it? How do the rich stay rich? So number one, money can be used to make money. Firstly, the rich know that money is used to make money, right? There are entire financial instruments and institutions and systems that can be used to make more money and generate more money from capital. They understand compound interest and they leverage it to their advantage through lending or through investments in land, stocks, properties, businesses. There are an infinite amount of ways to put your money to work. And this is why the idea of the 1%, the top 1% hoarding all the wealth, that's why this narrative is absolute BS. The rich do not want money. They do not want cash. They want it out, being used to generate more money. They're not sat on it. They're not hoarding it. It's not in a shoebox, under the bed, in a safe. It is out in the world being put to use, generating more wealth. Number two, preserving wealth and being tax efficient. So inflation will eat away at cash. So as I mentioned in point one, they have it out earning instead of sitting under their beds, hidden, losing purchasing power every year. They pay good money to great accountants who are extremely tax efficient. They will use every single legal way they possibly can to prevent as much money as possible going to the tax man. And there's so many different ways to do this. I can't begin to explain them. Maybe I'll do a top 5 video on that at a later date. But for now, understand that although the rich earn far more than the average person, an accountant will make it look like they don't. They'll use these legal techniques to make it look like they're not earning a huge amount of money, and thus that will reduce the tax that's payable. After all, how can they tax your wage if you don't have one, or tax all your profit if you made a loss that year? These sort of services can be bought, and you can source great accountants. In fact, you don't even need to be earning a huge amount of money in order to use them and help reduce your tax. I know people in my life having an income of 60 grand from their business, and they're using accountants to reduce their tax bill. So you don't have to have hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds coming in to use accountants efficiently. Number three, saving for retirement is a priority for the rich. Look, the rich want to stay rich, right? It's not desirable to live a great lavish life with a good income and then you get to retirement age at 55, 60 and then have to scrape by. That's not what you want. Therefore, although saving in general is very important for the rich, specifically they look at maximizing their savings for retirement so that they can stay rich and keep living that lifestyle that they've grown accustomed to, even in retirement. The rich want to maintain this lifestyle, and they understand that putting money away now whilst they're earning is the best way to do so. And most people know this too, but the rich have more money coming in the first place and better advice and understanding of how to maximize their savings. And that gives them an edge. If you want to retire comfortably, then you've got to look at how the rich do it and try and emulate that as much as possible. Your future self will thank you. So if your employer will match whatever you put into your pension, max out what you can put in every single time. Look into Roth IRAs, 401ks, SIPs, do your own research and put money aside. Number four, they leverage debt to their advantage. So not all debt is created equally. Yeah, most people aim for a debt-free life, and using bad debt like credit card debt and things like that, it's not a good idea, but good debt, useful debt like mortgages is a good idea, and it's a good way of generating wealth. Cheap, good debt is what you're after. When you get a mortgage, you're going to be purchasing a property with that small deposit, and historically that is a purchase of a appreciating asset. Yes, there are cycles and yes, there are crashes, but for the most part, if you're buying property or getting involved in property in terms of looking for investment and capital appreciation, you're looking at long-term growth. You're not looking at 3-4 years. So cycles and crashes don't bother you, because if you scale out and look at the macro, house prices have trended up. It's just the way it is. Not only this, but the vast majority of rich people will have companies that they take out the loans against. You know, it'll be in the company name, not them personally. And accountants will structure companies in a way that if it does all go to shit, the company would be in trouble, not the individual. So their personal wealth isn't really affected. You know, they can be more risky because it's the bank's money, not theirs, that they're playing with. And coming back to point one of using capital, using money to build more money and generate more wealth, why would they take their money away from something that's earning 10% interest and put it into something that's potentially going to earn, again, 10% interest or 12% interest? You know, they're just going to want to keep that money there and just borrow someone else's to get that yield and then just pay back the interest. You know, it doesn't even make sense for them to use their own money, because overall it's just going to generate more wealth using a bank's, and again, less risk. Lastly, number 5, multiple streams of income or revenue streams. So most rich people have more than one revenue stream. This alleviates risk compared to all your money coming in one paycheck, and diversifying income streams is something that the wealthy people just absolutely nail. Almost 2/3 of self-made millionaires, so 65%, have at least 3 sources of income, and about 30% have 5 or more revenue streams. And whether this is through multiple businesses, subsidiaries, property investment, stock investment, royalties from books or music, there's always different amounts of money coming in every single month, every quarter, every year. Constant money coming in from different places, different yields. And that is how the rich generate their wealth, and that is how the rich stay rich. So that's it from me, guys. 5 reasons that the rich stay rich. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're new here, there's going to be new videos coming out every single week, maybe 2 a week, sometimes even 3 a week, trying to get them out for you guys. If you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below and let me know what you'd like to see from me. I've been James from Embark, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.